So
Hmm.
I really
And there's
don't
so many people who are in such a need, in such a great need, especially within this health, mental health thing, especially
yeah,
after the what the whole world has gone through. Now there's so many people, thousands of people who are depressed, who are on the verge of committing the suicide,
yeah.
who
So
are like
really, really careful.
yeah, yeah,
No.
it's dangerous,
So
and people need
careful
you,
what's
people
going
need me, people need us, people who are positive, people who love other people who have faith, and we have the education and everything. We can help them a lot, and so many people just need to hear a positive one positive word,
on.
one
Okay.
one word of encouragement and affirmation in the midst of troubles, right?
This is
Not
what I'm doing
not
every
the next
single day.
bullying, not the
That's
next negative thing. I mean, we are sick and tired of this. Nobody needs
every
that.
single day. I'm
Yeah,
trying
there's
my
some
best.
people are like spiritual vampires. They
They
feed on
said,
blood. They feed on humans, blood and
mm,
life. They're trying to suck away the life, thinking that they will leave, themselves. No, you
okay,
die. The more you suck, the more you parasite.
yeah. Bullet.
The worse you get. Bullies
That's all
drastically.
I, okay, hang on. There. That's the highest I can put it.
Hmm.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but
Hang on,
very.
let me check. Yeah, they're playing around with moving on TV all the time. It's let me just check if it's on if the people have got sound.
Hmm.
I'm just going to put the sound. Moving on TV all yeah, yeah, you can hear pretty well on YouTube. Already, they've given me a thumbs down. Do you see what they do? Before we even start to
Yeah,
talk, they
yeah.
give us a
These
thumbs
are
down in
these are
order
trolls.
to
These are trolls,
annihilate
and I
us,
wonder
in
who
order
pays
for
them,
us to roam
or
around.
if they have nothing else to do. Just it's sad. It's a shame
Yeah.
because
Okay. Well,
you can't be critical. You can't be critical of anything if you haven't heard. In the
yeah,
first place. I mean, this is so unserious.
I know.
So childlike.
I know.
Yeah.
But what
But
we need to do is
anyway,
we need,
there are other people who are reasonable and who are in need indeed, and
yeah,
they really appreciate. They are the ones that have always appreciate everything you have done, Lauren. Your heart, your love for life, your love for people, your joy, your being so positive, dancing, singing, enjoying life, thanking your creator. I mean, what more one can ask for? Yes. You froze. The screen froze.
were you ever bullied?
Oh, yes, yes. I especially when I was a child. You know my story. I was an adopted child,
Okay.
and somehow these predators they would sniff it. They're like hyenas. They would sniff. They would sense. People who have gone through difficulties. And apparently, I was a very sensitive child because of all I have gone through the first years of my life, being abandoned from my own mother and my father, left totally alone in an orphanage, and I was a very very gentle soul, and this some of these children, some of these bullies, they were so evil. So that's why when today people tell me, "Oh, leave children alone. They're so good. There's nothing evil in them." No, no, no. Evil starts from the very birth, and if we do not confront it, and if we as parents, relatives, people who are around and responsible to take care of children, if we do not help them deal with it, they can turn into evil people. And I believe that these are the bullies. I don't think that they're children, these ones that have been tormenting and torturing you and your viewers. They're grown-up people, and they've grown without love. All they need to hear now and today is that it's the lack of love, and I can understand them. I can understand them. Uh, you don't know what it's like to love and to be loved. That's the problem. But we're here to teach you. We're here to encourage you. We're here to share you real life stories, of how we've learned to love and to be loved, how we have opened our hearts. And now we are loved by God, by people, by everyone who appreciates us. And we're happy. Yeah?
Well,
So
not
here
really.
I am.
I'll be
Yeah,
sorry, Vlad.
40,
I know you're happy,
40
but
years later.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm stronger than ever, and you're stronger than ever, and we love even our enemies. We love even our enemies, and we wish them well.
Right. Okay. Right. I mean, I have to be honest. It's been for me. This has been going on now since March, probably around
Hmm.
near the beginning of the year. Remember, you and Emmanuel came on, and you saw they started putting stupid comments when we were doing encounters, and we did a live once for
Yeah,
cabaret, and they put
yeah,
something on about it, which we just said. They said I've done a poo or something. We all burst out laughing because we didn't believe that you adults could be so immature
yeah.
and get it. But then that was innocent. But they've gone in a direction where it's non-stop with me.
Hmm.
Non-stop stalking, non-stop trolling, non-stop abuse, non-stop creating identities. Like I got up this morning, there was about 100 fake identities with no friends with me, even though I've changed my profile to only friends. Non-stop, non-stop. Not only that, they got someone to contact me who said we were becoming friends, and it was going on. He used to contact me and say, you eating, and then bit by bit he started to gaslight me. He started to call me time, like continuously bullying me about my age, non-stop. Like, you should be in an old people's home kind of thing. What are you doing on here?
Wow,
Why are you not in a
that's so
residential
sick.
home doing knitting? And
That's
it
so sick.
was non-stop, and which is called gaslighting. But it's got even
Yes.
worse now. It's got even worse because what they did when I was upset, because the eviction is something that I'm trying to deal with. I don't know what to do, and it's one day at a time. They would ring up and tell me to commit suicide.
Oh,
They'd say, go and kill
evil
yourself,
people.
right? Things like that. But now it's got even more. Pretend sponsors, like one of them was from a church. Apparently they were going to put Moving On TV everywhere. They got this thing together with me where you don't know how far these people have gone. They went
Wow.
to the point where they said, let's make a leaflet together and let's get
Oh,
Moving On TV. It's all about
and they were
love
pretending.
everywhere. And then they said to me, as soon as they said, you need to pay for the printing, right? I believe this is all connected to this company that has really got it in for Moving On TV and for me personally. And because I said, hang on a second, I'm on benefits, I can't pay you. They started calling me mentally. They said, you're mentally ill. You have no gratitude.
Wow.
You need to be
Wow.
on medication. And it was, this is how I get it. They come on, they say they want to sponsor me, they want to help me, or they come on
Oh,
saying that they love me. They send me loads of I love you and you're my soulmate, and it's them.
wow.
And then they ring me up and they say it's them. And they
Sneaky
say it's them.
snakes.
They
Sneaky
got
snakes.
themselves in it every single time.
Oh,
But the
that's
problem is, Vlad, that they've done that. I can live with, yeah, I can live with that. I can live with the fact that they come on here and they make a digital penis. I'm not kidding you. They say the word on Moving On TV, a digital part of a man. When they come on here, they with Baba Bertha, they have created something like digitally, where nobody can see it except me, thank God, or else I'll be wiped off the planet. You remember they came on and they put it on Moving on TV. They send me streams that are racist and disgusting and full of abuse, and they tell me put it on now, and they think I'm going to put it straight on Moving on TV, and I watch it. I want to, and this is how these people have no morals. They've got no morals. Don't think they know the difference.
No fear of God.
But what it's got to, they hacked us, Vlad. They hacked us because I do not get any views, and I work non-stop.
I know.
They
I can see you. I can see you on Facebook everywhere.
It's not. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. What you focus on all the time, it has to grow. It doesn't make any sense.
That's called cyberbullying.
I know they hacked us. I tell you how I know they hacked us. Because they put on comments from Moving on TV to me. They created their own Moving on TV. That's why I'm saying, is this Martin? I don't know. I'll have to ring him and say, what are you talking about? What wedding? He's just winding me up because men are sending me nice messages, yeah? Because I'm single, and he's winding me up. Anyway, this has nothing to do with Moving on TV. I'm serious here, Vlad. So what they did is they're hackers. They've got to be, because they're creating loads of identities. They know everything about computers. It's such a shame. They're talented. They're trained. If they worked with us, we'd be everywhere. But they're demons. They're demonic. They're the other side. They're not
servants of the devil. Definitely.
Whatever. There's something wrong with them. Completely wrong with them. What they want me to do is they want me to go on medication. They want me to break my promise to the body and to God, love, to go on medication. And that's never going to happen because my journey, as you know, I stay sane one day at a time with my higher power, with creativity, with love for humanity, and nothing touches me ever. So, but that is my aim.
And who are they? Who are they to tell you what you're going to do with your life? I mean, they don't care about you. Who are they to tell you this? Only your people who love you and who are near, who are close to your heart. They're the only one who's got the right to speak in your life, to speak to you, and to give you ideas or suggestions. I mean, who are they?
I don't know. But what they're called dreams. I've had psychic readings about them. And I was told it was a company. Now I'll tell you why they came out against me. They sent me a video quite a while ago. They sent me a video, and they told me this man Carl, who runs it, told me I'm going to annihilate Moving on TV. I got that video. I've got to find it. And on there, he said, I'm coming after you. And the reason was because I didn't want to work with them because they're slime. They're slime. And they're very talented, but they use their talents to hurt people.
Yeah.
And so I will
evil
never
purposes.
work with people like that. So he sent me a video. He sent me a video in April, and I have to dig it up to tell me that he was going to annihilate me. And since then, they haven't stopped.
Have you published this video? Have you published this video for the world to see?
No, I have to find it. Because
please do it and show the world. Show all of your followers, show them what kind of people, you're dealing with.
His name is Carl, and he runs Rick Productions with a guy called something Berry. Now, this is not personal. As I said, if these were good people, Vlad, I'd work with them in a heartbeat. And they sent someone called Stuart Ballmer to gaslight me. He became my friend, and he's very talented, and he won't absolve himself. And the reason I'm putting his name out here is because he won't absolve himself. He's not telling me that he's not one of them. If he told me he was not one of them, that would be different. But these people are talented and they're vulnerable. And and the ones that they attack a lot of vulnerable people. It's very racist. And let's go back to what you, I mean, I can't say what you put, I can just insinuate what you put on your status now. Now, when I'm Jewish, right? 6 million of my, well, not 6 million, because it's impossible, million of my ancestors, families were annihilated in the Second World War because they were Jewish, because they were different. Now, bullies, these people, they are racist, they are homophobic, racist, they are predators, they are anything that is good, anything that they can pick on, they will pick on. I've seen, the last stream that they sent me was racist. This is very, very dangerous.
They're parasites. They can't live on their own. They're so much used to live on someone else's life, someone else's dream, someone else's aspirations. They're spiritual bats. Spiritual dark bats who are trying to suck away the life, the dreams, the happiness of people. That's why they're parasites. And if they do not repent of their deeds, they will burn in hell. I'm telling you. And I call for all of them to repent immediately, right now. If they're listening to this, right now, repent, because you don't know. If your life here is hell, trust me, hell will only grow in your life to become the worst experience ever and forever.
Now, this all started in March. Around March, somebody gave my link to them. Now, I'm not saying that they did it maliciously. Maybe they did it in order to help Moving on TV. I have to believe that, and I will believe that, because I don't believe that people would know that they're going to come on here and annihilate me. I think they did it from the kindness of their heart, and they wanted to give us the boosts, right?
Yeah, you gave them the benefit of the doubt.
Because they started to come on here and they started to abuse my son, and also Paul McBride. They would cut nastiness, and I believe they maybe hacked me, and I think they maybe hacked other people as well, and they've created havoc in their lives. And I can only apologize to people that are on Moving on TV. I hope they never got into your business, Vlad. They didn't hack you, did they?
No.
Right.
Thank God.
Right. Okay, well, they definitely hacked Moving on TV, because, as I said, one day they started putting messages on with my logo, calling me a P, with children. And they knew that would probably destroy me because of my childhood issues, but it didn't, because I know what I am, and it made me stronger, because I did my work on releasing my childhood issues. So you see, everything is brilliant. They did everything perfectly to help me to become what I am now, and to protect vulnerable people on Moving on TV mental health.
Exactly. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it in your posts. In your posts, I've seen it. How you were going up and up and up, higher and higher. In faith, in trust, in knowing who you are, who is your creator, what you're here for, what's your mission. Your identity is hidden in your creator, and no one can touch this. And if they try, they will touch the eye of God, And oh my goodness,
we are proof of the Spirit, how strong the Spirit is. Because the amount of the minute I get up in the morning, it's like from the minute I wake up and the head starts on me, and I think I'll go on Moving on TV, and there's a thumbs down, already? I haven't even been on, Vlad. I haven't even said hi. How are you this
Yeah,
morning?
yeah,
And
yeah,
already,
yeah, yeah,
why? Why?
yeah,
Who did that?
yeah,
Who
yeah.
did
This kind of people, they just
I
don't know
don't
what life
understand.
really is
It's like
about. They have never experienced the real
I
happiness, you know.
haven't even said
Uh,
hi to you. You haven't heard. I am so grateful to. I've got some, as you know, a lot of my work now involves mainly Lauren working with me and working with God. And I know we're not, I never talk about religion. I always talk about spirituality. And to me, God is a higher power. And some days it could be just going into nature and screaming at a tree. "Ah! I don't know what to do. Like at the moment, I'm teaching people. Today, I got a message to say, I don't know if this is going to work with the eviction, that I don't know if we can help you. And, I don't know where I stand and things are not good. Okay. But then the spirit came in and said to me, Lauren, you didn't get a call from the doctor to say you're dying. Do you see what happens?
yeah.
That's because I'm so connected now to spirit. And so I went on there and I said to people, okay, so I've got this eviction notice and I've got to go to court on the 19th of January 2022. Okay. We're
Oh,
2021
you know
and
what? I've just
that's
went
what
through
I
our papers, and I found out this notice. Eviction notice from the summer. You remember when they just said, we regret to inform you, but you have to leave the property
I was
within
supposed
a few weeks. You remember that time, and now
I was supposed
you're
to
telling me
leave
the same thing. I
August
say, oh my
2020.
goodness.
Yeah, August 2020. Then it was February 2021. We're now in November, and I'm now got to go on Zoom on January the 19th. And you know what? I think we're all going to be locked down again. I mean, look at it. Look at what's happening all over Europe. Come on. So I don't think anything's going to happen, do you, Vlad? I mean, but
No.
the thing is, I don't want to go into that. But what I want to say is, um, I'm trying to teach people to stay in the moment. And yeah, when I get that message, I go into fear, and Martin goes into fear because Martin's doing everything possible to help me. He's been really, really kind, and he's trying to help me find somewhere and help him find somewhere so that he could take the cats. Because if he's got the cats, then I'll get a camper van, I'll go touring
Yeah.
around the country.
Yeah. Wow.
But Martin will look after the cats, and I'll always have a bed,
Yeah.
because he's very kind that way, and we all know Martin's kind. Even
Yes,
though
he
we're not,
is.
but this is my personal life. I don't talk about that on here because they know
He's a
everything.
good soul. Yeah.
You know
You
what
know,
else? They,
I can't
you
help
know,
I can't help but seeing, this girl behind me on the calendar. This picture, this painting, this is a very famous painting by one of the great impressionists. And this woman there reminds me so much of you. She's like, look at her. I'll just get closer to take a look. Look at her. That's you. I mean, surrounded by light and glory and love,
who's that?
you are in your
Can you show
element.
me?
You know, and yeah, the famous painting is called the Green Dancer. The Green Dancer, and
Dancer.
the
Okay,
author
I'll have to
the
find
author
that one.
is the famous Edgar Degas.
Degas.
So
Okay, the
Degas,
green
yeah,
dancer.
that's you. That's you.
On
Look at yourself.
Instagram.
Yeah, you should
That
find this picture.
again.
Yeah. So the Green Dancer.
The green dancer.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a
Okay.
very famous painting of Degas.
Right. The green
Yeah.
dancer. I'm going to
So
look
yeah,
for it because let's not talk about my photographs. Yeah, in nature. Do you know why I did those
yeah, and
pictures?
you're also the dancing
Because
queen,
I'm free.
Abba.
Because
You
I was.
are the dancing queen, young and slim, only 17.
Oh yeah,
Young
yeah.
in your soul, young in your body.
I'm ageless. We're ages. So coming back to everything, so bullying, yeah. Now, hurt people. So if people are hurt, they're going to bully. And
Yes.
this is what's so sad about these people, is that I try to come from here and I try to say to them, work with me. You're talented. And I have a laugh with them, but then it's up to here. And it's like, no, I'm not taking this anymore. This is just enough now. But if you work with me, why won't you work with me? But then they see this as a war now, and they're likely to push me, to try to push me even further. And I'm just saying to them, look, you wouldn't be doing this to me if you were happy, because happy people don't do this. People who are happy and people who are contented, I know in my heart that when I'm happy, I'm singing all day and I'm hugging everyone and I'm loving everyone.
Yeah.
And that's all I want to do. If I'm happy, I can't hurt another human being. So I'm saying to Rick Productions, and I've always said to them, work with me. Combine your talents. You're very talented. Like Stuart Balmer is one of the most talented actors and comedians I know, Vlad.
Yeah.
What, and I think he's part of them. I'm not saying, I have a big suspicion because he's the one who gaslights me. But he is so talented. Now you and I know that this is a job that it's grafting. You've got to work for years and years sometimes before you get there. I've only been doing 47 days of my vlog. That's nothing.
Yeah.
So, I want to grow and grow and grow. But the thing is that I want to work with everyone, and I'm not bothered what their medical idea is. I don't care anymore. It's none of my business. In my personal life, I mix with only those on the same vibration as me to a certain extent, as best as I can. But when it comes to working for humanity, I don't give a shite, as Bubba would say, how many of these you've had. It's none of my business what you eat, what you drink, what you smoke, or what you do with your life. None of my business, unless you harm me or another human. And then you've got God and you've got love to deal with, and I won't let you get away with it. I won't let you harm another human being. But I'm always, I have conversations with, as I say, with Stuart. I offered him a job. I told he's funny. He's funny, but he's not using his talent in the right direction. This station is not for you if you don't want to come on here to love humanity and to love yourself, then don't bother. And don't come near me, Lauren, for 5 months and tell me that you're my friend and you care about me just so you can tell me how old I am. Ooh, and apparently I've got one big tooth. Did you ever notice my big tooth? Because I didn't.
Not really.
Until they told me. You see, this is the ego. As soon as they told me, oh my God, I've got a big tooth. I better go and get it sorted out.
I call this minority complex. That's a psychological issue, and they need you. They need us. We can help them. We are the right people, but they can't recognize the gifts because they're blinded.
Sorry, Vlad, to stop you there. They can either work with us, or they've got God to deal with. They've got love to deal with. And I will bring on I'm going to do it anyway, every women's group, because it's sexual abuse non-stop. Stalking non-stop. I mean, do you know what they used to do? They take a bit of my program and they would play it over the phone to me. They bring me up and play it over the phone and not say anything.
Sick mind.
My private phone number, because this guy gave my private phone number. We were friends. I thought we were friends. And he, but the thing is that they came up against Lauren Hope Glory. And I've got that name for a reason. Someone gave me the name Glory. They know who they are. And they gave it to me for a reason. Because they said to me, Lauren, it's not enough that you have the hope. You need the glory. And I said, yeah, but you need the hope first. And then when you get the hope, then you go out and get the glory. So because this person wanted me to call myself Lauren Glory, and I said, nah, we need the hope first. And I'm very grateful to this person. This person has got a very strong part in my heart. They always will. And I wish that they were working on Moving on TV, because they're very, very extremely talented. But anyway, I want to come off of that, and they're a good human being in their heart. But these people actually impersonate this person. They impersonate this person. They troll me with this person. They troll Martin. I've had stuff from Martin. I've had stuff from this other guy.
As if,
yeah. Identities, non-stop identities.
Yeah, that's schizophrenia.
So they're very talented. They're very talented, yeah. And they're not going to expect someone who, I'm not vindictive. I don't want to destroy your lives. Hand on heart. I want you to become a good person, Carl, and Martin Berry and Stuart, and these are the main people, I think, that run Rick Productions. I want you, or Martin, or Berry, I don't know what his name is, but Carl, the other guy, Rick Berry, or whatever his name is, Rick Productions, and Stuart, you are talented. You're very, very talented, and I cannot deny your talents. However, you put your talents out there to hurt people. And they used to put me on groups, because when I was friends with Stuart, he put me on groups where, oh my God, it worried me, because there was a young woman on there, and I'm not sure if she was 17 or over, but she told me she was a young teenager, and you wouldn't want to know what they put on those groups. And I think they put me on those groups to try and say that I am a predator. I think they were trying to really get me Moving on TV annihilated.
Into this shite hole.
Rivalry or something. We're not rivals. We're supposed to be joy. Have a better. And I don't judge. I know the people are angry, they're shocked, they're scared, but they don't have to be unkind and try to destroy lives. Look, we all have our moments when we lose our temper and say, Vlad, you really peed me off today, right? But that's normal. That's because we're living in shock. But I don't go out there and try to destroy your life and say that you're all these awful things and take away your sanity and try to annihilate you. I don't, because I'm not into that. I'm into joining. And yes, I've upset a lot of people because I'm strong and because people are scared of my strength. But my heart is in the right place, as you say. You know that. And I've had so much unhappiness. I lost everyone. All the light workers turned against me. Whether the light workers or not, I don't know, because of the way that some of the stuff they're putting out. But I know that a lot of people turned against me because they couldn't cope with my strength. And because of my strength, because I was scared and unhappy when we got locked down, I couldn't tap into what was the real me. So these people came on and they bullied me. They showed me the shadows. They showed me the darkness. And that's why I feel so much love now. Because the minute you bring the darkness out there and you shine that torch, that's it, the love. And somebody signed the petition. I was surprised because I thought this person was actually part of that group. Isn't that interesting?
It is.
I'm not mentioning any names because everything's confidential. But I was taken aback there. Because my work is starting to get out there in little ways. One person like Cara comes on non-stop and it's like, Lauren, I'm so grateful you're on here. You saved my day. Somebody, from Ireland who sent me loads of birthday presents, or I'll get someone coming on saying to me, oh my God, Lauren, your smiley face has got all the way to Australia. And I'm thinking,
wow.
You're running a TV station, Lauren. This is not a channel. This is the new media for the awakening based on love. End of. And I know I'm talking a lot, but because I need to get this message out there, Vlad, all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So what am I going to do in the next few weeks? So regardless of attacking you, Rick Productions, or not, you need to be stopped with the bullying. And so that's what I intend to do, you know, and you can very easily absolve yourself, Stu, and anyone else who feels that they may have harmed me or moving on TV in any way, or another human. You can very easily come on and say you're sorry, and I will accept your apology only if I see the actions. And you know, sometimes I don't want to be aloof and say I know the answers. I don't know the answers. I know enough to be where I am at the moment. Yeah, I cannot judge anyone. I know everyone has gone through hell and is going through hell. No one knows from one day to another if they're going to survive. No one knows from one day to another if they're going to have a job or a home, or it's all collapsing. And my heart goes out to every single person, like you said. Every human has been shocked, and these bullies have been shocked in some way, because most of them live on drink and drugs, and I'm not judging them, because believe me, if I was an alcoholic or into drugs, I'd be living on drink and drugs now. Unless I had my spirituality to show me that I don't need to do that, that I can do a service to humanity. But I have my addictions. My addictions are non-stop talking, sometimes non-stop singing, chocolate, and men. Young man, younger man. So Lauren has her addictions, you know, but that's Lauren. We're not talking about Lumiere, the starseed, the earth angel that, you know, that I live, Lauren lives within. I came here to feel abuse, pain, bullying, suffering, and without comparing myself to the big guy, you know, which of course I'm not going to do because no one ever got to that vibration, but we work on it every day to try and get to the Christ vibration. But I take it. If I'm meant to take it, I've taken it. I've taken it my whole life, Vlad. I've taken the shite my whole life, and I'm still here. And that's why when I ask why did I never get anywhere, I was talking to someone about how did I never get anywhere in Israel? I was the singer, I was the lead soloist of the Children's National Choir, right? I was Maria Callas at 16. I was already touring with my teacher, who was a famous opera singer. I would have been everywhere, right? Do you know why I never got anywhere? Okay. I only figured it out lately. Because my dad, well, okay, I went in the army because you have to go in the army, that, or else you're not allowed to, they put you in prison, or you're not allowed to go back and visit your family. You know how it is, manipulation and all sorts of stuff. And I wanted to, because I wanted to entertain. I wanted to entertain the soldiers. And I was the lead singer. My dad took me to an audition, and I got the leads with 200 kids singing with me. And I didn't know I could sing. Also, I was a trained accordionist, right? I should have walked into an entertainment group. It should have just said, yeah, no problem, no audition, you're in. That's how most of them went in, because there were other soloists with me that became very famous in Israel, and they all went into the army groups just like that, right? So I got my first audition. This will be in my book, yeah? How to Stay Sane, a Crazy Word, because this was something went wrong, and this is just not right, okay? So this is how it must have happened. So I got my first audition with the army group, and I didn't get in, okay? So Dad went to strings, and we got a member of the family who was very high up. I did a year until now, because I know my work, and I'm frustrated because I never got anywhere. You know my voice. I can sing anything. I can sing right up there, and right down a P and right up a Callas. I can go up and down and sing anything. I can play the accordion. I'm a trained accordionist, but I didn't get anywhere. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense. People have heard my Danny Boy and they said, well, my God, you sound like an angel. You tear my heart open. Why didn't they put you anywhere? And I said, well, this is why. Okay, this is why. Because a year before that, my dad took me to an agent. Okay. Because I was already touring as an opera singer at 15, 16, Dad took me to an agent. And that agent sat me down and said to me, Lauren, if you want to become famous, you're going to have to go to parties. You're going to have to wear blonde wigs. Now it doesn't bother me, or red. You're going to have to mix with that lot. Yeah. Now, something in my heart said, Daddy, I don't want to do it. I knew already at the age of 15 that this was going to, and something would go wrong. Because think about it, I was a child who was already abused. Think about it, I was already abused. I was so vulnerable. I was bullied my whole childhood. Dad took me everywhere to protect me. It's all in my book, you know, it's all in Simply Amazing, how I woke up. And I was already messed up. They could easily have got me on drugs, drink. They could have done whatever they wanted with me, groomed me, yeah? So this little girl, Lauren, I'm so proud of her, said, no, I don't want to. Actually, she did it because I think she was shy. And I didn't feel it was, I just couldn't do it. I said, Daddy, I don't want to do it. Please, I don't want to go with this agent. And we walked out. And that was the end of my career. That was it. We got nowhere.
Yeah, I remember.
It didn't make any sense because my talent was huge. As a 15-year-old, I'm not talking about me now. I'm talking about my voice has become a million times better than it was, but it was good enough to stand in front of thousands of people with orchestras, in front of the prime ministers and presidents, and on TV as a child. I wish I could find the footage. Me, Lauren, and then when they put me in front of an army entertainment group, I didn't get in. It didn't make any sense, Vlad. I had the voice of an angel like Charlie Church when I was 15, and I was writing music and playing the accordion. I was a trained accordionist, and I couldn't get into a group to entertain, so they destroyed my whole life. And now it's still going on. It's still going on. So they brought me to my knees as the starseed or whatever. It doesn't matter, the light worker. They gave me everything to deal with. 6 years ago, they euthanized Dad, my family. They cut me out. They took Dad's home. I was trying to keep Dad alive with love. They euthanized him. They killed him. In so many words, they killed my father. The family I was born into wanted my father gone. I'm not saying that it's because they're cruel. It's because they knew that Dad had lost his mind. But somewhere along the way, they lost their conscience as well, and the morals. And I don't understand it. This is my family. I was the one, me and Martin were the ones trying to keep Dad alive with music and, Rice Krispies and doing everything to keep him alive. We were laughing with him, pretending that we were on a boat with him so he could feel comfortable that he was back in the war, and playing everything I could do. I got him craniosacral therapy, and it brought him back, and he started talking about football. And then I left him for a week, and I went to Brighton to do Piaf, and that was it. They took it away from him, and that was my blood family. And I don't understand. Washed, and you know what? I am so grateful, because if that had happened now, with everything that I'm going through, I just lose my whole family now, I would have collapsed. So Spirit knew. And then Martin and I tried to adopt. And Spirit knew that my child would now, I'd be arrested, because they would have taken my child. I can't talk about it on here, obviously. They would have taken my child away because of my beliefs. And so Spirit knew, so they wouldn't let me and Martin adopt, even though we would have been beautiful parents, as you know. But Martin and I weren't meant to be together. So Spirit knew that Martin and I weren't meant to be together, and Spirit could see everything, everything. I've got so many examples. I was given everything to deal with, and even to the point where I was in a wheelchair, because when Dad died, I had an accident because no one loved me. The only person who took care of me was Martin and the cats. And then Martin had to go back to work. But Spirit knew, and Vlad,
I'm here. I'm here.
your phone again, your phone.
Oh, yeah. I'm here. I can hear. I can see you. What's wrong?
I can't see you. I've lost your I've lost your film,
Oh,
your footage.
let me try. But I can hear you.
I
Please
can see you.
keep on sharing, and
And
I'll
put your
check my
photograph
phone.
on. Shall I put, yeah, we won't put your photo, but see if you can get back on. Let's get back on. So Spirit knew everything, and that's why I believe in my heart that something will help me and the cats with the eviction. I haven't got a clue what's going to happen, but I
Yeah.
believe that everything's happening for a reason, and I have to get really, really strong. And as I say, now I've lost you altogether, Vlad. Okay, so that was Vlad. And let's hope he can get back on, because it's always the same issue with his phone. There he is. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us.
I'm back.
We've got some people joining us, and we're on Instagram Live as well. So this,
Oh, that's
I'll
beautiful.
try and save it and send it to you. So
Yeah.
Vlad,
Yeah.
so you carried everything as a child when you were your mum. You told us the story.
Yeah.
I wasn't an orphan. My dad was an orphan, but you were very similar to my dad. You carried the pain of humanity as a child when you were an orphan, when you were nearly, your mum nearly got rid of you. You had to carry a certain amount of pain. And to know that your life was not easy, and your life isn't easy now either. It's not, with everything you're going through with your landlord. And so, but do you think that the reason we get these things, we get bullied, and you're being bullied by your landlord, and at some point that will come out. At some point you'll get the right to be able to end this. But do you think that those of us that go through so much horrible stuff, our spirits are so strong? And here, you're back. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're being bullied by your landlord. What he's doing is not right. And at some point that's going to blow up in his face. You do know that. I mean, things are happening, and at some point he won't be able to do what he's doing. He can't keep putting the rent up all the time. That is bullying. It's non-stop bullying.
Yeah.
So, but do you think that we I don't want to be aloof, and I don't want to upset people, but we do know that God sent 144,000 of us without being aloof, and we have got something inside. We never had what other people have had. I never had a loving family. I know you were lucky that you were adopted into a loving family. My parents were always stressed, and it was wars and abuse. And as soon as my sister was old enough, she had left. She was with her friends all the time, and I was just living pure loneliness, total loneliness, without any friends. I couldn't settle in Israel at all. I just wanted to go back to Ireland all the time. But the father, that Sid Medali, the star seed, definitely a light worker, and he is guiding me now. He's here. I was clutching a box of cereal which represented my dad and screaming, "Daddy, fix it!" But he's up there now in heaven. And anyway, I'm diversifying. What I'm saying is, I'm not a vindictive person, luckily, but I'm strong and I'm full of love, and I will never let anyone go through what I'm going through, because people can commit suicide. And I have lived on the Samaritan's line, as you know, a lot of this lockdown, and cry my eyes out, bringing up you, Emmanuel, Martin, Janie, anyone that would listen, because I couldn't take anymore until I started to meditate and feel it. I feel it now. I let the nausea come up. Oh my God. It's like the mind is telling me that I'm living in Russia in the Russian winter, you know? You're frozen. Hang on. I'm going to try and refresh.
Can you hear me? Ah, now you've disappeared.
Okay, that's because I refreshed you and you're back.
Okay, yeah.
We're back. The mind, Vlad. I don't know about you, but when the word someone says you're going to be evicted, my mind is in Russia. Russia 1930s, and I'm in the snow. The cats are all covered up in snow and they've already gone. You know, I've got to eat them. I've got to eat the cats. I've got about 5 bottles of whiskey, even though I don't drink, and I'm singing, no, yeah. As beer.
Yeah.
Completely drunk, completely stoned, and I'm terrified, absolutely terrified of this eviction. But the mind is making it into a film. Yeah, the mind is making it into a film. So what I do is I say, okay, eviction, 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 eviction. Feel it, Lauren, feel it. And I feel sick. It's nausea, nausea, nausea. And at some point, the nausea goes away.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm teaching people. If you face it, so you don't resist eviction, eviction, eviction. It's just a word. Eviction, eviction. And you know where this took me? You know, after my brother died in the womb, my twin, I didn't want to be born.
Wow.
So eviction is whooshing you out, throwing you out into the world. So that's where it comes from. I didn't want to be born because I didn't want to be born on my own. I wanted to be born with my brother because in my little, you know, in my little baby head or my little head, he was going to be my brother. He's going to be protecting me, wasn't he? But no, you see, I had to go through it all, the abuse, the pain, the suffering, the non-stop unkindness, the not having a mum and having a dad who was completely stressed out and post PTSD himself, shot in the war, you name it, dad did his best. And then non-stop abuse since the lockdowns. And so now we need to find a way, how are we going to fix moving on TV? Not fix it because it doesn't need to be fixed, but how are we going to, what's the word I'm looking for? We need to get this something into moving on TV that is going to get it out there so that people will not commit suicide. That's actually the aim now.
Yeah.
Do you understand how important my life is now?
Yes.
Lauren's life is to go on. Oh my God. Now I want to cry because it's whoosh in my heart because I've just been told, stay sane daily with Lauren and moving on TV. Because if you do, you've got less chance of wanting to commit suicide. Now that's a huge job, isn't it, Vlad?
Yes, indeed.
And I can't do that on my own. I can't. How can I do that on my own? Now, that's where God comes in, love, and the rest of the human race. So I'm calling on them.
Yes.
You need to come in and stop the bullying because bullying pushes people towards wanting to hurt themselves. And if you're bullying me, then you're bullying other people as well. You don't know what you've done. Can you imagine? All right, I'm appealing now to the bullies. Can you imagine if someone actually committed suicide because of your bullying?
Yes.
You will need to live with that for the rest of your life. Do you understand that?
Wow, that's a nightmare. I hope they understand.
And I've been there, Vlad. There's been time I've got on myself. I can't do it anymore. I don't want to be here. Why would I want to be here? I go on here and I get one view when I'm trying to save lives. What do you want from me? But then God says to me, Lauren, that one person that's come on, why are they coming on all the time? Every single program. Why? Maybe
Yeah.
that's what we're meant to do. Maybe, let's go back to the Holocaust. Let's go back to the biggest thing that happened that annihilated so many people, not just my race, but loads of people, Vlad, your race too.
Yeah.
One person that saved the Jewish family. What did that family, that man, one person that saved one man, that man got saved, yeah? And then they married, and then they had children, and then they had that child had another child. What if that child went on to being a good doctor, a heart surgeon? What
Yeah.
if the person, I can't save anyone. I'm not. Don't I'm not here to save you. I'm here to teach you to save yourselves. And Jesus never saved anyone. He told you to save yourselves, didn't he? And Buddha.
Mm.
He also said, physician, save yourself.
Yes.
And he said, love thyself first, and then love thy neighbor.
They told him, physician, heal yourself, when he was on the cross, when he was facing his ultimate challenge.
And that's when he rose above it.
Exactly.
I've used that with toothache. You can do it. When you sit with the toothache and you listen to binaurals, you go past the pain. I knew that Jesus went past his pain because he was a master hypnotist. He must have been. He must have been able to get past his pain, Vlad. If he couldn't get past his pain, how can we?
Yeah.
He must have gone into the pain, and then he stopped resisting, yeah, and then the peace came in.
Mm.
And then that's the way, we don't resist. So I cannot save anybody's life, and I'm not here to save lives, but I'm here to teach you how to get to the level that I am, where you can get through the day irrespectively of having no friends. Well, no, it's not true, I haven't got any friends, but people don't come here. The last time people came here was New Year's Eve with you and Emmanuel and Sharon. Oh my God, it's nearly a year. I can't believe it.
Yeah, my goodness.
A whole year. I've had Martin comes here once a week, and I've had a friend here, one friend, through the whole of this year. I've had one visitor the whole year. Can you believe it? One.
Yeah, my goodness.
But am I falling apart? Oh, on and off. I have my breakdowns. I have my moments. Usually at night, or when I wake up first thing in the morning, I'm quite weak. And then Lauren, not me, Lauren. I'm spirit. Lauren, the identity.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you're still there and you're frozen.
Oh, can you refresh?
I'm going to refresh you again. Doesn't matter because there you're back.
Yeah.
I know
Always there.
people watching us on. We've got people on YouTube. We've got people on Facebook. We've got people on Twitch. We've definitely got loyal people on Twitch. They join us for every program, and I'm very humble and very grateful to that. So
Yeah.
getting something
Welcome.
from what
Welcome,
we're
lovely
teaching
people.
here.
We
And they
love
keep
you.
me going, because whenever I
Yes.
go on, there's at least one or two people. And
Thank you.
you are actually keeping Moving on TV alive. Do you know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you are that person that saves that one life, and you don't know what magic Moving on TV is going to do thanks to you. Because imagine if I went
Wow.
and there was no one at all. So then it would
Wow.
be a bit more difficult, but I'd still do it because it goes on YouTube, it goes everywhere, and then people watch it. At some point, they'll watch it. So you're frozen again. You keep freezing. I think it's just restream. We're doing our best. So Vlad, so this is
Yeah.
the plan. As I say, I don't want people. I don't want to destroy Rick Productions. I don't want, as the people, I don't want to destroy their lives, but I want them to stop it. and I will, and it's they've given me a mission now. They've given me a mission. My
Yeah.
mission is to stay sane. And if bullying is affecting my sanity, then I have to do something about it, but not by hurting you personally. I'm not coming after anyone personally. I'm coming after what you're doing. There's a difference. It's like we say, you can forgive the soul of that person, you just do not forgive their actions. You know the
Yes.
difference. It's their actions that I will not
Yes.
forgive. It's like
Yes.
all
Yes.
the bad stuff.
And it's the trust. I think with the in one of our broadcasts we talked about forgiveness and what forgiveness is all about, and that forgiveness doesn't mean that you trust the person immediately after you forgive. Forgiveness is only delivering you from the poison of unforgiveness and giving a chance for the other person to repent, to come back to his senses or her senses, and to come back to you and to say, I'm sorry. I really, what I did was wrong. Would you forgive me? And then it works both ways. But until then, you have all the right in the world not to trust this person anymore until he or she proves it otherwise.
Sorry, where did that come from? It's got your name, Vlad Freeman, and moving on TV. I don't remember doing that. Oh, that's nice, isn't
Yeah,
it? Created it. There you go.
yeah,
Beautiful. So yeah,
it is.
you know, and again, I've had these conversations. Oh, Lauren, don't forgive too fast. You need to
Hmm.
learn your lesson first. You need to understand what this has done to you and why it happened. Did I, to a certain extent, I'm Lauren is never 100% not guilty. It's always two people. There's always two. There's always two. Yeah.
Hmm.
What did I do? Could I have maybe have been a little bit less unkind to them by saying that I said their comedy sucks? Well, maybe that was not right. Maybe I should have said, look, I don't like your comedy and I don't want to work with you. So can we just leave it at that? But Lauren, there's an ego. And so I'm asking for forgiveness if I hurt anyone and if I let them bully me in some way. Do
Hmm.
you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always two people. There's always two people in a relationship. Always. Always. And I learned that because I was married for 26 years. And you've been married how long now? Vlad, you're frozen
7.
again. How long have you been married now?
Almost 27.
Oh wow. So I was with Martin for 27 years, I think.
Yeah.
Married for 26. So
We
you
married on
always
25th of
people.
March, 1995.
Right, okay, the year after us. It's always two people. In a
Yes,
relationship, it's never just one person.
exactly. And it's
And
two-way
I take
relationship.
responsibility for it, definitely, for my actions. I do. And I'm asking for forgiveness. If I did anything wrong, then I'm asking them to say, okay, Lauren, this is what you did. But the problem I'm hitting here, Vlad, is that if someone doesn't know that they've done something that isn't okay, they're not going to talk to you, are they?
Yeah.
Their ego will hold them back because they're saying to me, they sent me like I was sent a stream and they thought I would put it on. They thought I'd embarrass myself and put something really bad on moving on TV. I'm sorry, but it was racist and it just, I didn't get it. I didn't understand why they even did it. So it's I just don't get it. Maybe it's also an age gap, Vlad,
Yeah, maybe.
because some of these people are like in their 20s and I just don't get it, you know. But at the end, it was racist and that was enough for me. But if they don't understand me and I don't understand them, but I worked with Jacob. Jacob was 14 years old when we went to Edinburgh. He was 14 and he did an amazing job in spite of his age because he wanted to. He was my boss. He knew exactly what to do with everything when it came to the media and the tech. Hello? Oh, I've got to refresh you again. I'm refreshing you. Vlad? Oh, there you are. Yeah. Are you back?
Yeah.
That's better. You know, Jacob was 14 years old when we went to Edinburgh, and he was able to direct me. He was able to tell me what to do. He was in charge of the tech. He knew everything better than me. He for moving on TV. So a massive age gap, but he knew exactly what to do. I handed everything over to him because he knew, and he got paid, and we did really well. So I can't use the age thing as a barrier. I won't. If someone wants to work with moving on TV and they have the talents, then the same way as Jacob worked with us, they can as well. Anyway, I keep losing you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I keep losing you. There, you're back again. So my plan is, I've got a list of women's groups. I've got a list of women's groups, a list of mental health charities, a list of bullying groups, and they're all coming on Moving on TV. I will be living on the phone for the
I
next
can't wait to see this. Lauren, go,
I'm going to
go,
be
go.
living on the phone, bringing
Godspeed.
them on Moving on TV live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interviewing them
When
direct.
the first session will take place?
Well, I expect tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, isn't it?
Tomorrow.
When I
Okay.
wake up.
And it's gonna be all over?
It's going to be everywhere,
Yeah. All right.
all over
Oh yeah.
social media. And at some point, I expect we'll start to grow because
Yes.
I'm doing that for this as well because I've had enough. And I'm doing it because if 10 people come on, 10 who are struggling and they don't know what to do, they will know what to do because I'll tell them where to go, who to call. I will make sure that the BPD, because I was diagnosed with it, we can't ignore it. I was diagnosed with borderline. I don't have it, but I was diagnosed with it, and I know what triggers people. I know what makes people sick very quickly. And so I will be talking to BPD lines. I will be talking to post-traumatic stress. I'm going to be living on the phone. I'm very excited because it will take my mind off the eviction. And as soon as I take my mind off of that, God can step in. Something can step in and say, Lauren, but something else is going on in the world, Lauren. I don't think you've got much to worry about at the moment, and we can't talk about that. But we can see the progression, Vlad.
Yes.
Because, you know, the other thing I'm looking into is I sent you information about the Matrix thing, which I can't talk about on here either, because if you look at that, you know what they're trying to do to the system. But at the moment, there's a clause which can push people to suicide. And I'm not happy about it. And I've interviewed them already. And I told them, you cannot do this to vulnerable people. I won't let you. Oh, what's happened? I think we've gone off Instagram. It doesn't matter. We were on there, you know. I don't know if it will save it, but we were on there. But this is the problem with Instagram. It goes on and off. Probably because we went on for too long. Let's go back on again.
Yeah. By the way, I've got 5 more minutes, and if you'd like to say a few words in conclusion, and I love the part you were sharing about all these organizations that are going to be involved. This is like
everyone I can think of. I'm tagging Russell Brand non-stop.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yes.
a reel. Hang on.
Yes. Can you make him come up?
Tagging Russell Brand non-stop. This is a reel now, so they'll go and
Yeah. This
We're
guy has
tagging
gone through a
Russell Brand
transformation. I've been
non-stop.
following him for the past maybe 6 or months or more, and he's gone through a transformation. He used to be so left.
He is. He'll come on Moving on TV.
Oh,
Because
amen.
it's all about mental health,
Amen.
isn't it?
he's come back to his senses, and now he's helping people to really really wake up.
Okay. Well, I'm saying here, I'm tagging him again, non-stop, Russell Brand, because he needs to come on here and he needs to understand about what we're going through, and that we are Mental Health TV. We are we're going to be the main outlet for mental health, Vlad. I'm tagging you on this one, and you can send it to him as well, sweetheart. Okay. There
How
it is.
how can I do it?
I've tagged you
Aha,
on the reel, just the short reel that we just did now, saying we're tagging Russell Brand.
that's
Okay,
on Instagram, right?
yeah, you'll get that on Instagram.
All right.
So yeah, it's only a short one, but you're saying on there that you feel that Russell should come on. He should come on. I've been trying to get him on here for years, and I wasn't able to get him on. I need him on here to represent to interview us about what moving on TV is and how important it is. Now that we have got our brand, Russell Brand, we have got our brand. Our brand is mental health. I got very, very close to getting him on moving on TV years ago, because somebody who lives not far from me. Okay, we're back live again. Someone who lives not far from me, Vlad, knows him as a good friend, but he wouldn't help me then. Okay, let me just refresh again. Vlad, I've lost you. Where have you gone, sweetheart? It's that phone of yours. Hang on. Oh, I can't do it because I'm on. Okay, I'm going to come off Instagram now, guys. Oh, look. Vlad, I've lost. Oh, hang on.
You hear me? I've been talking to you.
Oh, you're back. Right.
Oh, you can't hear me? You can't see me?
I can.
Really?
Yeah, I can hear you and see you now completely.
All right.
Right. This is amazing. Now listen. Sorry, I sound like my dad. Now listen. My dad used to sit there like Don Corleone, right? Laurene,
Hear me out.
you do this. I Bob a Bertha. Now listen, Vlad.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay. Daddy, he's here, right? If we could get Russell Brand on, that would be incredible, because
Yeah,
if he's promoting mental health, then he needs to be on here.
definitely. He's more than
He
welcome.
needs to be on here. And I have tried to get in touch with him so many times.
Have you tried to directly put a comment and under one of his videos on YouTube, or because I've been watching him on YouTube?
I don't, because I stopped watching him because I wasn't happy that he wasn't getting back to me. That's the ego.
All right.
I don't have time to watch anything. You do it.
Yeah, as much time as I can, as I have. You know, it's sometimes I do not watch for days when I'm busy, but I'm trying when I have some breaks to keep in touch and see what's going on in the world. I follow these wonderful people like him, and have you heard about Rubin, the Rubin report?
No, what's that?
Oh, he's a wonderful guy from California. He's a gay person, but he's not extreme. He's very conservative. He's all about the good things that we all strive for, and he is just a pain in the ass of all the far left liberals, because he's gay, he's open-minded, he's so happy.
Vlad, be careful what you say on here. You know they'll wipe us off.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Extremism in all directions is not good. That's what I meant. All right.
Exactly.
We do not condone extremism.
Who else can we bring on to talk about mental health that we can trust? But Russell Brand, he puts himself out there. Hello, mate. Russell, if you're watching. I am messaging you. You haven't got back yet. But moving on TV isn't big enough. No. I'm not accepting that. We need you, mate. We need you to get our message out there. Because
yes, please.
You have a lot of people that watch you, But Lauren does this simple little thing every day, which is stay sane. How to stay sane in a crazy world. Cards. And today was all about staying in the moment. You know, staying in the moment. And you're frozen again.
Can you hear me?
It's good to hear from you, Vlad.
Yes,
Thank you, Martin. That was a nice comment.
yes. I love you, bless you, and I wish you all the best. Keep in touch, please.
I
Stay
will,
well.
sweetheart. I will.
All right?
Thank you, and I will
Godspeed.
make sure that I'll send you. I'll get this now onto a video, and I'll send it
Yeah,
to you. Maybe you
super.
could translate it into Bulgarian. Oh, because you can't get the Bulgarian songwriters on here, Vlad.
I'll talk to them. They've been very, very busy. It was hard for me to even contact them, but I'll try.
Okay,
Give it a try.
lots of love.
Thank you. God
Namaste.
bless and
Pray.
keep you
Keep praying
and
for
send
us.
his
I know you
angels to
are.
surround you and protect you from all sorts of evil.
Thank you. I love you lots.
Love
See
you.
you
Bye.
sometime, probably in the next couple of weeks before the end of the year. Bye. Love you, Vlad. Bye, sweetheart. Okay. So that was the amazing Vladim Freeman. And we are still on Instagram. I don't know if the whole thing will go on because it cut off in the middle. But yeah, Russell Brand, I am calling you on to Moving on TV. Okay, I'm going to keep persevering to get an interview with you, mate. Oh, I'm not going to put it on because I don't know how to spell your name properly. But I'm calling you on to Moving on TV to get an interview. We are Moving on TV Mental Health. So let's watch the promo. And the reason Lauren went in nature is because I'm free. That is a symbolism of being free. I'm a child of nature, I'm a child of God, and I'm free, and nothing comes anywhere near this body unless it's organic and love.
The thoughts I have of you, you're always on my mind. The thoughts I have of you, you're always on my mind. Circling round my brain, it happens all the time. I close my eyes and
Hey guys, my name is Laurene. I'm the CEO of Moving on TV.
the anger you display, I really cannot take. Want to break the barriers that you and I would make. There'll always be a part of you down deep inside. In the corners of my heart, you're always on my mind. Wish we were together, not all alone. Wish we were together, not all alone. I try to follow all the cycles of the night. Up and down the feelings go, I know it is right. Reaching out to touch your love, but emptiness is here. Wish that you were here again. You'll always be there.
Why am I all black and white? Whatever. Anyway, my name's Bob Berta. This is me vlog. Me vlog day one. Staying sane one day at a time. I'm sorry, I've only got a white towel. I'm at Janie's and I've got a nice new shower cap.
Reaching out to touch your love, but emptiness is here. Wish that you were here again. You'll always be there.
Bonjour, my name is Laurene Glory. I am the ghost. I am the actress that plays the part of Piaf. And I am asking you to sponsor Moving on TV because when I go on the stage, I bare my face to the audience and say, I would la bear. And that is why I only wear nude makeup, organic. And so I am looking for a sponsor who will come on board Moving on TV with us, who does organic makeup, because that's all I'll wear on this beautiful shell, as will Piafa as well. Please contact us at movingontv1@gmail.com and join the party. No, yes, yes. Bonjour. Bye bye.
Nothing you can say that can't be done. There's nothing you can see that can't be stopped. There's nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. There's nothing you can make that can't be made. Nothing you can say that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be inside. Da, 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 da. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. We are here on Moving on TV. Sometimes 24 hours a day when Laurene doesn't go to bed. We need you guys. Come on board. Bring the love. All you need is love. All you need is love. And Russell Brand, that would help. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love is nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. No way you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. 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 Love. Love is all you need.
Love is lovely. And in light language as well as English. Let's do this one. And then I've got to go. I've got to go. I've got to take this and edit it. So we've got a program with Vlad, the best of our ability, as it was freezing on and off. We'll do our best. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are valleys and rivers enough to cross, enough to last to the end of time. What the world needs now is one sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Yeah. Amasara Vaskecha Saleva Marani Maramaja Viusika Kavira Amaya Ravarava Magarava. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Oh, it's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. I know not just for some, but for everyone. Everyone. You asked me for this one. Okay. Ramkava Mara Chara Ava Ahava, Ahava. Remember we said the past is history, the future is mystery, the present is a gift. In Hebrew, gift is mana. You see? Open, light language. A gift. Right? Martin wanted this song. I'll do this one, then I've got to take this and edit it. No, not that one. No, not that one. This one. This is what you asked me to sing? Okay. Okay. I shall. And then I'm going. I haven't had any dinner, just so you know. I gotta go